my cutie students. Welcome to another amazing. I was just going to say episode, but it's not an episode. I really think it would be a great idea to start a podcast on business English. When I said episode, that just rang a bell in my mind. But anyways, let's focus on this. So yeah, welcome to another lesson of Bizz English Pro by your very own special favorite mentor, Karishma. And I can't tell you how excited I am because this is my personal favorite that I love doing. Any guesses? Hmm. I love talking on the phone, and I really put a lot of emphasis on the way you talk on professional calls, the way you sound, the way I use my voice, how important it is to smile, how important it is to be clear, so on and so forth. So, yes, as you can see on your screen, it's business English for calls from the very super smashing, never before business English program that is Biz English Pro. So excited. So imagine this. It's 9 o'clock on a Monday morning, and your phone flashes, and the caller ID says Singapore headquarters. Your heart races, not because you're unprepared, but because you know the next 2 minutes can unlock $1 million project or simply close the door. Now hit pause and ask yourself, how many career defining moments happen by phone? In a world of Slack messages and emojis, clear voice communication still decides promotions, partnerships, and customer loyalty. Hi, I'm Karishma, and when I started my career as a customer support executive in a global fintech firm, my first client call was a total disaster. I still get goosebumps when I remember that interaction. I mixed up time zones. It was morning over there, and I said evening. I said good evening instead of good morning. I stumbled over the next word, reconciliation. I normally wouldn't because my pronunciation was not that bad. That time I was like a student, had just completed my second year junior college. So I was not that bad, but then because of the butterflies in my stomach, I just pronounced reconciliation or reconciliation, something like that. And I signed off with a very awkward okay, bye bye. Imagine just randomly or abruptly cutting the customer's call by saying okay bye bye. I mean, that's the last thing because it sounds damn rude. And I spent the next 6 months after that particular call because it literally made me feel how bad I was. I spent the next 6 months binge learning English, business English phrases, recording myself, and role playing with my mentors. What was the result? The same client later doubled their contract, and I went from a silent note taker to a meeting host in less than a year. Yes, a silent member of the team who just is supposed to take notes to actually hosting meetings. Yes, I will tell you how I got or I went through this transformation. Now, why does this matter to you? Over 70% of cross border deals are sealed by a phone conversation. Companies lose an estimated 62 billion annually because of poor customer service, most of which happens on calls. Recruiters ask confident verbal communication as a top three skill for leadership roles ahead of technical expertise. Yet most language courses, unfortunately, skip this lesson, that is professional telephonic communication, and hence I have ensured because I know how supremely important this is. They focus on email writing, they focus on presentation, but what about the tring moment? That's gone out of the window. So you are on your own when it comes to the tring moment. But no, that doesn't happen in Biz English Pro. Thanks to me. Because in this video lesson, we will talk about crafting smooth openings and graceful sign offs on telephonic conversations, mastering, holding, mastering, holding, transferring, and confirming without sounding like a robo, and rehearsing calm professional responses for tough or angry callers. That also is a part of our daily communication, right? Sometimes we have to face tough or angry callers. And by the end of this lesson, you'll have a ready to use call toolkit that made me much, much better. And it took me years to build for you. Grab your notepad, go to a silent room, cut off distractions, and keep yourself hydrated by keeping a bottle next to you. A water bottle, okay? Not some other bottle which you started imagining. Anyways, come back to the lesson. Now let's talk about starting and ending a call. How to begin a call. Making a call. Good morning. This is Karishma from Mentor Karishma Training Solutions. May I speak with Mr. Shukla, please? Other options. Hi, this is Chandan calling from Mentor Karishma Training Solutions. I would like to speak with so and so. Hi, I am calling regarding the payment follow up and I wish to speak to somebody from the accounts department. That was just an example. I'm calling regarding whatever you would like to add there. Okay. Second scenario, answering a call. Good afternoon, FI Solutions, Catherine speaking. How may I help you today? So, good afternoon, FI Solutions is not the caller, it is the receiver of the call. So I am receiving the call on behalf of FI Solutions. Good afternoon. This is FI Solutions, or good afternoon, FI Solutions. Catherine speaking. I'm proactively introducing myself. How may I help you today? You would mostly find receptionists or the telephone coordinators receiving these kind of calls or handling these kind of calls, because their job is that, right? Their job is to introduce themselves to you so that you can identify that, okay, this is the coordinator or the receptionist, and you can let them know where you would like your call to be transferred. Hence, they proactively first say the company name, then they introduce themselves with their name, and then they ask you how they could help you. Right? Got it? Okay, cool. Now, polite alternatives. How can I assist you today? May I know who's calling, please? How to end a call professionally. Thanks for your time. I would like to send a follow up email shortly. Or thanks for your time. I will send a follow up email shortly. Second, let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day. I appreciate the update. Talk to you soon. I appreciate the update. Talk to you soon. This you normally only use when there was an update. Okay. So you have to use these options as per the situation. Okay. Cool. Now always close with gratitude and clarity on the next steps. So you can always use gratitude in the sense, I'll give you an example. Thank you for that email. I'll go through it whenever I'm free, or I will go through it um during my next available slot, and then I'll get back to you. And clarity on the next steps in the sense, if you plan to transfer their call to somebody else, or you want to redirect them, or the person who's calling, the client or whoever it is, if you want to redirect them to someone else who should be handling them or interacting with them instead of you, or there could be clarity in terms of if your organization is into that business. For example, we are into spoken English training solutions, spoken English programs, business English programs. Now, if somebody is asking me to design a website for them, I obviously can't help them, right? So I'm going to give them clarity that no, we don't do this, we don't offer this service. That is what I meant by giving clarity on the next steps. Okay, let's move to the next thing on the agenda, that is holding, transferring, and conforming. How to place someone on hold. Would you mind holding for a moment while I'll check that for you? Can I place you on hold for just a minute? Returning from hold. Thank you for holding. I have the information now. Transferring the call. Let me transfer the call to the concerned department. I'll connect you with someone who can help you better. Extra tip, always say why are you transferring to that particular person, because they are the one who can give you the assistance you need, or they are the one who can help you with your query or handle your case. So yeah, it's always polite and helpful for the caller to know why they are being transferred, because they are also going to be investing time in staying on hold, which is a very cumbersome process if the hold is too long. It happens, right? Lot of times we call offices and there is a never ending hold with that irritating music playing in the ear. So better to let the person know why you are transferring. Okay, so that they understand that you are going to do the right thing and you are after placing them on hold, you are going to transfer them. Okay, I'm transferring you to our technical team. They will guide you further. Yeah, this is just the example that I was talking to you about. All right, let's move to the next thing. Confirming details. Just to confirm, you said the meeting is on Friday at 3 p.m. Smart way to confirm the meeting. Let me repeat that. Your email is karishma.ramnani at the rate example.com. Is that correct? Yeah, that is also a good way to confirm the details. Now, handling difficult or unexpected calls. When you don't know the answer, that is a great question. Let me check and get back to you by so and so date and so time. I need to confirm that with my team and follow up via email. Dealing with an upset caller. I completely understand your concern and I will do my best to help. Let me look into this and see what I can do right away. See, when you offer to check what you can do right away, it means that you are indirectly promising the caller that you are going to make it super fast. So you better be fast. It shouldn't be a case of giving false commitments. Okay, so please be careful on that, because in professional communication, we have to be transparent. We should not over promise and under deliver. Under promise and over deliver is fine, but over promise and under deliver is bad. Okay, so if you're saying that, let me see what I can do right away, you are creating an expectation in the person that you are going to take action in some time. And when I say some time, it should not ideally mean many days. Uh, Ideally, the window should be same day. And if you're saying right away, then it better be soon. Right away actually means immediately. But these things take times. At times, it also depends on other factors like what is that person's availability. If you need to transfer the call to um, another team, or if that upset caller wants to talk to your supervisor. So there are so many possibilities, permutations, and combinations. If you're saying right away, you are actually promising quick action. Okay, so be mindful on that. Next, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. Let me make sure we resolve this for you. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. Let me make sure we resolve this for you. Okay, if the call is not meant for you, I think you may have the wrong department, but let me direct you to the right one. This sounds like an issue for our support team. I'll connect you right away. So, in the second example, this sounds like an issue for our support team means you're not the right person to handle this query, and you're going to transfer it to the XYZ support team. Okay, whether it's technical support, whether it's some other support, whatever support. Okay. Alrighty. So that's it on the screen for you all. I'm going to give you a practice activity. Grab a pen and try saying a few of these loudly. Choose one situation, either calling a client or confirming a detail or transferring a call, and try to use 2 to 3 examples. Practice them loudly, and you can actually record your voice in your phone in the recorder and see how you're sounding. Are you sounding clear? Are you sounding confident? Are you using the right expressions in your voice? Yes, expressions are visible, not visible on phone, but they are visible through your voice. Okay. So, yes, it's very important to use the right expression because, like I said, your voice speaks louder than your words. So, your voice tone, the warmth, um, the smile or the lack of smile is very, very much visible. The vibes transfer, the vibes travel, the person can feel. A lot of times you call and the person receiving the call is so dull. You can actually make out either they don't like their job or they're having a bad day. Vice versa. The person is so lively, so energetic that you feel that, wow, this person is maybe in his dream job, enjoying each and every call and giving like full energy into each and every call, literally pouring energy into it. So, similarly, people are also judging you by the voice you use. And I remember my ex boss used to always say, please don't pick up a call when you're not in a good mood. Relax, calm down, have some water, have a coffee, take a break, come back, and then take the call. Because if you're not in a good mood or you're not feeling very energetic, the person, the client, the caller will definitely sense it, and that's not going to be good for the reputation of you and your business. Alrighty, cool. So what I would suggest is make or do some practice activity like that. You can do actually in whichever lessons I have given you phrases. There are phrases and expressions and examples in more or less every lesson of Biz English Pro. I would recommend you can actually practice them, record yourself in the phone, and do this practice activity every day for 5 minutes. Pick up any lesson randomly or go in line. Pick up some phrases. See how you sound. Are you getting it right? Just check how you're sounding. And the more you do it, keep doing this for 30 days and then let me know how it went. I'll be really, really excited to know how all of you, my students, are practicing. End of the day, no matter how much information I give you, if you're not practicing, nothing is going to make sense. It is just data. You have to convert data into information. And data is only converted into information by making it a learning for you. And how do you make something a learning for you? By actually practicing it. I'll repeat. If you're just watching these lessons, it's data. And data will be lost within microseconds from your mind because your conscious mind cannot retain more than 1 or 1.5 micro bits of information. This data has to be converted into information for you. And the only way to do that is, my lovely students, is by practicing, incorporating the learning, using these lessons in your day to day life, at the workplace. Even if you're working from home, you're constantly on Zoom calls, team calls, um, normal audio calls. Use these things. Check the person's reaction. Don't worry about mistakes. That is when you convert data into information and information into learning. There cannot be learning without practice. I'm really expecting you to be serious. You have to practice each and everything from each and every lesson. Please just don't leave it as data. All right. Okay, cool. Let's see then. So that brings us to the end of this powerful session on business English for calls. I know it might feel like just phrases or scripts right now, but trust me, this is so much more than vocabulary. Every time you pick up the phone, you have to speak with clarity, respect, confidence, and politeness. You're not just doing your job, you're actually helping the caller. That should be the mindset. You're building trust, creating an impact, representing your organization, silently telling the world, I know what I'm doing, I belong here, I own this call. Yes, take every call like the first call of your life. Enthusiasm, energy, excitement. I've been on both the sides of the line. I've been the caller and the receiver. I've been the nervous beginner Googling phrases before a call. Yes, I did. Because that time there was no chat GPT. And I have also been the one leading high stake meetings with clients from 4 countries together, real time basis. So the difference was not just grammar. It was practice, repetition, believing that I had the right to take up space, even on the phone. I had the right to be called. I had the right to create an impression. I had the right to inspire, to influence the caller, represent my company in such a beautiful way that the caller would look forward to calling again. That's the mindset. Now, here is your action step. Pick up any one situation from today's lesson, maybe a greeting or a way to transfer a call, and record yourself. So, you do that exercise, you do this exercise, you do both. The more you do, the better it is. 5 minutes of daily practice is all I'm asking you. Okay. So, don't forget, you have access to all the lessons of Biz English Pro. It's all for you. The more you use these phrases, the more they become natural and second nature to you. So don't just study them, live them, incorporate them, use them in your calls, emails, meetings, everywhere. The beauty of these phrases is they are universally applicable. But yeah, of course, this lesson is particularly focused on calls. I want you to, next 30 days, whenever you're on call, try to use as many phrases as you can. You can probably make some notes in your phone or carry little post-its or small pieces of paper notepad where you can jot down some phrases for your office use and start using. Like I always say, we don't have to be perfect, we just have to improve 1% in a day, and we target 100% improvement. You've already taken that step by being here, by being a part of this amazing Biz English Pro program. So this is Karishma signing off for now, but cheering for you always. Congratulations on completing so many lessons, and I will see you soon. Can't wait to see your progress. Love you so much. Keep learning, keep rising, keep growing. Ta-ta.